आपको ऑनलाइन बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए क्या लगता होगा? आपको जीएसटीएन लगती होगी, आपको ईमेल आईडी लगता होगा, फ़ोन नंबर लगता होगा, पैन कार्ड लगता होगा, और क्या लगता होगा? और आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लगता होगा जहाँ आपकी वेयर हाउसिंग होगी। अगर आपको लगता है ये सारी चीज़ें से आप अपना ऑनलाइन बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, तो जी हाँ, करेक्ट स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। बट इसके सारे भी काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें होती हैं। कैटेगरी सेलेक्शंस क्या हो सकती है, प्रोडक्ट सेलेक्शंस क्या हो सकती है, पैकेजिंग सेलेक्शंस क्या हो सकता है, ये सारी चीज़ों पे भी आपको जीरो इन करके तब आप जाके एक ऑनलाइन सेलर बनते हैं। तो ना ही सिर्फ आप ये सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, बट साथ ही साथ और भी चीज़ें आपको जो ध्यान रखनी है, कैटेगरी जैसे मैंने बताया, फिर लिस्टिंग कैसे हो सकती है, इमेजिंग कैसे हो, ये सारे चीज़ एक पार्ट एंड पार्सल है कि आप एक सेलर कैसे बन सकते हैं। इस वीडियो में हम यही लेके आए हैं कि आप देखेंगे कि सेलर्स इस चीज़ पे कैसे जीरो इन करते हैं। जो ऑलरेडी ऑनलाइन सेलर्स हैं वो कैसे किसी कैटेगरी को सेलेक्ट करते हैं, वो कैसे अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को सेलेक्ट करते हैं, अपने इन्वेंट्री को सेलेक्ट करते हैं, अपने पैकेजिंग को कैसे डिज़ाइन करते हैं, रिटर्न्स को कैसे मैनेज करते हैं। ये सब इनपुट्स उनसे लेते हैं ताकि आपको भी आइडिया लगे कि आपको भी ऑनलाइन बिजनेस करने के लिए और क्या क्या चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, क्या क्या एक्सपर्टीज़ की ज़रूरत है। जी हाँ दोस्तों, मैं रवि रंजन आपका बिग फैक्शन यूट्यूब चैनल पर फिर से स्वागत करते हैं। और दोस्तों, हम एक और आज ब्रेव सेलर सीरीज़ लेके आए हैं, जो कि हम आपके लिए लाए हैं स्पेशली। आपके पास कोई भी क्वेरीज हो तो प्लीज़ कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर मेंशन करें। और आइए इस वीडियो को देखते हैं। तो नमस्कार व्यूअर्स, मैं रवि रंजन बिग फैक्शन से आपका फिर से स्वागत करता हूं। हम ब्रेव सेलर सीरीज का एक और वीडियो आपके पास लेके आए, जहां पे हम मानसी जी से बात करेंगे, और जिनका स्टोर नेम निक्सपूल है, और इनका ऑनलाइन एक्सपीरियंस जानना चाहेंगे कि इन्होंने कैसे अपने ऑनलाइन स्टेप्स अपना आगे बढ़ाया, ऑनलाइन जर्नी इनकी कैसी रही है, अभी इनका बिजनेस कैसा है, फ्यूचर में अपने आप बिजनेस में कैसे देखती हैं, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली फ्यूचर में personal perspective भी involved होगा. So how will she tackle everything and she'll continue the business? Let's speak on that. So thank you, Mansi ji, for joining this from Big Faction. Thank you for joining us and giving your inputs and your time as well. So thank you, ma'am. So ma'am, एक सवाल से मैं start करूँगा. Very first question. When you started your online journey, and what motivated you to join the online? I mean, what influenced you?
Okay, it's going to be 5 years now since I've started my journey, and I'm very happy to join it because e-commerce is always like you can you can go
Connect
to
with the buyers anywhere.
connect with a lot of buyers
There is
all
no
over
pin
India.
code restrictions. Pin code पे कोई
Exactly,
restrictions नहीं है. Yes,
that
ma'am.
is what I was about
So
to
मैम,
say.
वो क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं हुआ. इन्फ्लुएंस्ड कैसे हुए मैम? कैसे आपको लगा कि दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच आई कैन डू? बिकॉज व्हाट आई कैन से इज आल्सो यू कैन टेक अप सम जॉब्स एज वेल, एंड आप जॉब भी करती, वो भी तब भी आपकी
Yeah,
लाइफ चलती रहती, बट बिजनेस इज
I
समथिंग.
did CS. By profession, I'm CS. I did company secretarieship course, but in the final stage, I was not very much interested doing a job, 9 to 5, something like that. I was always interested in doing something of my own. Like being an entrepreneur is, you you must be knowing that
Yes,
is
yes.
advantage. It has its own pros.
प्रोज एंड कॉन्स. यस मैम. तो मैम, इस पे जब आपने अपना ऑनलाइन बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया, तो पोर्टल्स कौन कौन सा आपने स्टार्ट किया था, और अभी किस पोर्टल
I started with Amazon and Flipkart only, but later I joined this First Cry also because I am into toys category. So I joined this GeoMart, then Meesho, and all of this. I joined it later, but initially it was with Flipkart and Amazon, and I had the best experience with Amazon.
Okay. Actually, you're answering few of the questions before. It's not an issue, ma'am. But my main question is, my next question was the category itself. So you just mentioned your category being the toys. So my question is,
Yeah.
why the category toys? Why you chose this category apart from so many categories?
Because it's in the top it's in the top already, and
Yeah.
toy is something which is very competitive and you can sell. I mean, काफी
The
ज्यादा
trend
वो
doesn't
sell
die,
होता है.
because nowadays parents also doesn't have a budget factor when they are going to spend on their kids.
Exactly. They don't have a budget factor. They can, they let their child buy anything.
Correct, ma'am. Correct.
So it's advantageous for us.
Okay. My next question, ma'am, and we know that there are a lot of toys in the section, that it can be that 1 lakh selections can be there for you to select from the toys.
Exactly.
How you zero in on the selection of toys that you have?
We just see that there are those toys which have less returns and those which cannot be easily broken. we see all these criterias, and then we come up to selection that yes, we can launch this one, this product, or it's like that only.
Okay. Ma'am, may I know the brand names from which you are doing the business also, so that viewers could also, if they are interested, they could also search it online?
I am working on Niyamat, and then there is one other brand name which is Inayat. Then you already told this is Nick's Pool. And what one other brand name which I'm gonna work on is Pepster, on which
Dexter.
I Pepster, that is Pepster. It is
Pep.
already registered, and I'm gonna start it very soon. And yeah, like that.
Okay. Um, any idea or any reason for having different brands for you? I mean, you can do business with the same category with one brand itself. Any
Yes,
idea of creating
exactly.
different brands?
You're right. You're right. But later on, after a few years, my brother also joined me in the same business. So I thought of like
Correct. I understand. Correct. Correct.
divided it upon, and like he's
Have a
tackling one
business.
two brand names, and I'm doing other two.
Noted, ma'am. Ma'am, you told that you're doing business from five years. So during this 5 years, COVID also came by in the year 2020. So it means you were
Exactly.
seller before COVID as well. You have seen the sales
Exactly.
scenario before COVID and post COVID. How do you quote that COVID area for yourself? How has it been for the e-commerce industry from your opinion?
Um, yeah, I would say that it was a peak season for us because every child was at home, and everyone was buying. Like we had suddenly we our orders fluctuated. I mean, it fluctuated, and वो बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए एकदम से. So हमें तो बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल हो रहा था इवन टैकल करना. इन अदर बिजनेसेस इट वाज अ सिनेरियो कि वहां पे ऑर्डर्स आ ही नहीं रहे थे लोगों को, और हमारे पास ऑर्डर्स बहुत ज्यादा आ रहे थे
बहुत ज्यादा आ रहे थे.
because children were at home and we were getting a lot of orders.
So basically, COVID helped in your business and obviously other people's business as well. And it also helped in building
Exactly.
the trust factors among the all generation kids as well, adults as well, old generation as well. So that's what the COVID has done, I guess. Building up the
Yes.
trust for the e-commerce. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
Ma'am, the next question is like, how did you choose Big Faction, or how do you come to know about Big Faction, and how are we helping you in your online journey?
You have always, whenever my like, there were times when my account was at risk of being suspension, and there were times when my there were complaints like IPR complaints. Well, when I was not aware about those complaints, so Big Faction helped me a lot. Get me out from those tough times, and yes, Big Faction is
Any
doing well.
executive name in particular that you want to name him or so that it could be an inspiration for them or they could get encouragement?
Can you please question again?
Any executive name if you can come by who has helped you in your working, who's the direct POC for you, so that he
Yeah,
or her
Shweta
can
was
have.
the one I know. Shweta was one I know that she helped me a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So my next factor is the packaging, ma'am. Like you are having four different brands. So the packaging cannot be a common one. So packaging has to be in the branding itself.
Okay.
How do you finalize on the packaging? Like there are different types of packaging because based on the different types of products, length, breadth, and heights. How do you come to know or finalize on the packaging part?
We always keep the packaging strong, and for it we use corrugated packaging only. We don't rely on other packaging. We do bubble wraps and then corrugated packing, and which helps us a lot.
Okay. So
I mean,
corrugated box and all. So like
yeah,
we are speaking on the terms like now the product is going, that is where you're packaging it. Products returns also. Products come back
yeah.
to us also in terms of returns. What is the return experience? I mean, has the return experience been very no very bad? Like products are changed, products are damaged,
Not
different product
not
came all
very
together.
bad because just because our packaging is strong, only this is the reason we are able to survive because returns तो बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. There are a lot of returns in toys category itself.
Correct, correct.
So we have to keep our
Returns पे
packaging strong,
reason.
and
Sure, ma'am.
we
Please.
have we have someone in our like someone a repair person to repair it.
Get get it.
Obviously,
And obviously, the packaging is there, we can repack. Uh,
yeah.
any specific reason you want to point out ki, that draws a major portion of the returns and that is not under your control? That is why it's very messy out there. Like the customer
Uh,
didn't had the product came to his expectations. Sometimes due to the graphics nature, sometimes there is change in the actual image and the image we are seeing in the catalog pages. Due to
the
that,
only
returns are
reason
there.
I am finding in returns is I am selling. I won't say that Indian toys are bad, but some when I mean India में जो toys अभी बनने start हुए हैं, they are not to that perfect that are not up to that perfection.
Exactly.
मतलब
So
sooner
I'll
it will reach to that perfection, but right now it is
exactly.
not. So
Exactly. So I'll tell the viewers that we are very far behind in terms of manufacturing. I know the Make in India campaign is active right now, but it has not developed its full scale because of the expenditure cost will go very high. The labor cost is very high in India with respect to the China, if I'm speaking. China market is way above. So they have those kind
exactly,
of products. They have mastered in those kind of products which we cannot imagine, and that too, the pricing is something which we cannot compare. So yes, I will tell the
exactly.
viewers that this is the necessity of every seller that you're doing business with China. That we don't have an option, because if you're taking an option somewhere from India, so we are facing quality issues, we are facing trust issues, we are facing issues like how far will the product go, what is the quality that the product is having. So
Yeah,
it
few years
becomes
will be after few years. I mean, कुछ साल लगेंगे and we will obviously reach to that position.
exactly,
I
exactly.
think few months or few 1 or 2 years we will
Yeah,
take
down the
and
line.
obviously be
Exactly.
independent. Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you on this one completely. So we spoke about everything. Now coming branding on your portal, have you developed e-commerce website or are you planning to have your own website? What is your thought process on that?
I have developed it, but I have not concentrated on that because traffic generation is quite a problem on our
Correct.
own website.
Correct.
So people obviously rely on these platforms which are already made, like Amazon, Flipkart, you know. So
Yes. So
there
with
are
the
more things
websites, I
on.
guess the SEO part is the thing that everyone falls, because SEO requires 90 days of continuous worship so that the algorithms gets aligned. If we break in between, then again, if you're starting, you have to start from zero again. That is what the hardship of SEO is. That is why
Yes,
most of the Amazon sellers also, those sitting on rank one sellers, if they get out of stock, for example, for 2 hours or 1 hour itself, then they it might be that if you're getting restocked, then might be not in the bestseller rank. Their ranking might have gone dropped. So that is how the harshest business is related with SEO technology and the algorithm if we see about. So thank you on that. Next question, ma'am, over here that you spoke on that you start with Amazon, Amazon being the best and with various geo portals and every portals. So I got your answer based on this. May I know the reason that you chose Amazon, that you want to work with Amazon?
the reason is I like Amazon. The only reason is because of its इसमें जो है प्रॉपर लिस्टिंग जो है वो हम अच्छे से कर सकते हैं वी हैव डिफरेंट टेम्पलेट्स वी हैव A+ फॉर इट वी हैव ब्रांड वी कैन क्रिएट अ ब्रांड स्टोर all these things are not available, like these benefits are not available on Flipkart. And one more thing is that we can copy anything on Flipkart, and Flipkart is not that much good that it can give complaints or something like that. So कंप्लेंट्स वहां पे नहीं होती हैं एंड यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा सिस्टम जो है वो अच्छे से चल रहा है कि अमेजोन में हम कंप्लेन कर सकते हैं अगेंस्ट दो सेलर्स विच आर
Mapping our products.
कॉपी विच आर लाइक कॉपिंग आर इमेजेस और
Exactly.
our
Because
listings or
mapping
our
होने से क्या
bullet
होता है
points
कि
description all
our
of that.
listings quality get degraded, because orders obviously are getting to place to those sellers, but if the customer is placing a negative review, that is falling on our ASINs. So that is how
Exactly.
it becomes a faulty for the sellers. It's fine that if a seller is taking the orders for a day or two, that is fine. But getting product review or negative product review, that is something which is very challenging, and it gives a very bad impression
Exactly.
to the Amazon algorithm and the brand.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So that any portal that you want to have, a ma'am, suggestions that you have that this portal, if this could be introduced or this can be done, so we are happy with this portal. But right now, because of returns issue or not getting thorough benefits, or we are not seeing how the payment terms is, like in starting of the week, I'm seeing that I'm getting 50,000 as my payment, but when the payment date is coming, it's down to 10,000, 14,000, 15,000. It is getting cancelled on basis of returns and refunds. सो ऐसा कुछ पोर्टल है जो आपको लगता है कि इस पोर्टल पे थोड़ा सा इंप्रूव करना चाहिए सेलर पर्सपेक्टिव में, बिकॉज सेलर्स को बहुत सारा हार्डशिप बेयर करना पड़ता है.
वो फर्स्ट क्राई ऐसा मुझे लगता है अभी जिसमें सेलर को मतलब प्रॉपरली सारे बेनिफिट्स या सारे एक्सेस नहीं दिए गए हैं. देयर इज अ मीडिएटर देयर हु डज ऑल दिस फॉर अस. So I think first cry should be
The one.
developed in a way so that sellers could have the access to do everything they
Exactly.
want to.
I will not take much of a time. Just one question, ma'am, remaining. Ma'am, like how do you like quote your online journey right now, and how do you see this to be in the future? How have you planned this?
Like I have started, as I told, I have started working on a new brand named Pepster, and I want it to do it a different way. Like it has more of educational toys and wooden toys for children, and I wanna do it like that. And more, I wanna concentrate more on ride-ons like that.
Okay. So, thank you, Mansi ma'am, for giving your and all the
You're
input.
welcome.
And
You're welcome. Thank
thank
you
you for
so much.
joining once again. I would wish to take this another video where I could which speak on sales and the strategies you can put so that it could also be beneficial. But till now, it has always been a good input. So thank you for all this, and wish you all the best, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am. अगर आपको कोई भी आपके क्वेरीज या डाउट्स अगर हमारे इस विषय में नहीं कवर हुई, हमारे इंटरव्यू नहीं कवर हुई है, तो उसे प्लीज़ हमारे कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर मेंशन करें. और साथ ही साथ अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आए तो उसे लाइक एंड शेयर ज़रूर करें. और साथ ही साथ अगर आपने हमारे चैनल बिग फैक्शन को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो जाइए सब्सक्राइब कीजिए इसे सबसे पहले और बेल आइकन को भी ज़रूर दबाइए, जिससे बिग फैक्शन की आने वाली हर वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन आपके पास सबसे पहले आए. बिग फैक्शन से बने रहने के लिए धन्यवाद. थैंक यू.